What's up everybody and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Dimitra. In today's video we are going to be doing half of my face with high-end makeup and the other half with drugstore makeup. So if you are interested in finding out how all of this unfolds, make sure you keep on watching. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because why wouldn't you? Really, you want to see this beautiful face right here just chatting with you. Subscribe, please. I looked high and low to find dupes of some of my drugstore products with my high-end products, and believe me, this took me such a long time to put together because the eyeshadows in particular were tough to find because I had this specific look in mind that I wanted to create and I just couldn't find the right dupe. I was actually looking for a dupe of the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow in Pink Champagne, but I could not, for the life of me, find the right color. So I just gave up. I could have recreated it. I actually found 4 shadows that I could put together and somehow mold into this one shadow, but I thought there's no way. That's gonna take way too much effort and no one in their right minds out there would do that. So without dragging this on too long, because I'm sure this video is gonna end up being way too long, I'm gonna dive right in and start this look. The first thing I'm gonna do, obviously, is put my hair back because I don't want none of that on my face. Now, glasses off. The world is a huge blur right now. My face is ready to go. It is prepped. The only thing that I couldn't find a dupe for is a primer, and I'm usually hesitant to use any other primers outside of stuff that I already know works with my skin because they do make me break out. So I will be sticking with the Becca Evermatte Poreless Priming Perfector. This is such a great product. I've been using it for a while, and I usually pick up the travel size. The larger size is pretty expensive, but this travel one isn't that bad. I think it's about 15 bucks at Sephora. This side here is going to be high-end makeup, and this side here is going to be the drugstore makeup. So let's hop to it. The first thing I'm going to go in with is my concealer. I am going to be using the Cosmetics Bye Bye Redness as my first step, and I'm just going to take a little bit out, and I just want to put it on the areas where I am most red. Oh, and I forgot to zoom you in. Let me do that. Okay, and now, like I normally do, I'm just gonna take my beauty blender and pounce all of that into my skin. On the other side, I am gonna be using this new Milani Retouch and Erase Light Lifting Concealer. This was brand new, and I'm just gonna put an equal amount in just some of the areas where I'm typically red. And now with my Real Techniques blending sponge, I'm gonna go in here and blend the bejeebers out of it. For foundation, I am going in with good old faithful. This is the Diorskin Forever Foundation. I'm going to just put half of this on, and I'm blending everything out with my beauty blender. And on the drugstore side, I'm going to be using my L'Oreal Infallible foundation. And I'm going to use my Real Techniques sponge to apply this to my face. Going in with my powder next, and the one I'm going to use on the high-end side is my Guerlain Parure Gold Foundation Powder. And I'm just going to use my IT Cosmetics brush to blend everything in and set my makeup. And for the other side, I'm gonna be using my CoverGirl Clean Matte Powder and a Sigma powder brush. And I'm just gonna start applying that all over my face on this side. I need to put some eyebrows on. So for the high-end side, I'm going to use my Anastasia Brow Definer. And I love, love, love using this pencil. It just makes life so much easier. So I'm going to get in real close here because I don't want my eyebrows to look that funky. And I'm going to apply them. Nice, quick, and easy. Brow one on. On the other side, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Brow Precise Micro Pencil. This is the first time I'm using this product. I only picked it up a couple of weeks ago, especially for this video, because I didn't have another dupe for a brow pencil. So I'm going to try it out. I hope it's my color. It looks like it might be a little bit light. But we're gonna see if it'll work. This is very similar to the Anastasia Brow Wiz. So I'm hoping it'll give me similar results. The spoolie on this one is a little bit more harsh. It kind of scrapes against your skin than the Brow Definer does. That one's just a little bit softer. And I've got my brows on, although I feel like they're not exactly even, but that might be because this one looks darker than this one does. Oh, good Lord. We're now gonna move on to the eyes, and believe it or not, I did make some notes because I've got an assortment of colors that are sitting in front of me right now, and I wanna make sure I don't screw anything up. So let's dive in. For my crease on the drugstore side, I am gonna be using Makeup Geek's Peach Smoothie. I'm just using this in my crease. And on the other side, I am gonna go in with my Lorac Mega Pro 3 palette with the shade Crepe. The next color that I am going in with is from my Essence Nude palette. So this is gonna go on the drugstore side. And I'm gonna be using this sort of medium brown color right here. And on the other side, I am gonna be using my Lorac Mega Pro 3 palette, and I'm gonna go in with the shade Walnut. All over my lid, my lid color is going to come from the Anastasia and Mario palette. I am going to be using the shade Fifth Avenue. It's a beautiful light gold color, and I'm going to use one of my Sonia Kashuk brushes to apply. And on the drugstore side, I'm going to be using this new palette from CoverGirl. This is the Jewels palette, and I'm going to take this gorgeous gold color in here. To intensify the outer corner, I am going back into that Nudes palette from Essence, and I'm going to be using this really dark brown shade right here. For the other side, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to take the shade Cypress Umber, and I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. The eye look is almost complete. I am just gonna go in with the same dark brown that I just used on the outer corners of my eyes underneath my eyes, and I'm just gonna smudge that out a little bit. And to highlight my brow bone as well as my inner corner, I am going to be going into my Revolution makeup palette. This is the Professional Eyeshadow palette. It is the new Neutrals versus Neutrals. And I'm going to be using, oh, let me get rid of that brush there. I'm going to be using this color right here. It's sort of a pink shimmer. This is called Style. I'm going to take very, very little of that, and I'm just going to place it very lightly onto my brow bone. And I'll do the exact same thing on the other side with my high-end palette. So this is again Anastasia Beverly Hills Renaissance, and I'm going to be using Vermeer. Moving on to eyeliner. This was also really hard to figure out because you know I'm a die-hard fan of my Tom Ford eye defining pencil, so that is obviously what I'm going to use on the high-end side. And I searched high and low to find something comparable for the drugstore side, and I came across this new Eyetech eyeliner. So it's a felt tip liner from Milani. I haven't used it before, but it's very similar to what the Tom Ford eye defining pen looks like. It's got a really nice fine felt tip right here. Oh my god, guys, I think I just found a dupe for my Tom Ford liner. This Milani Eyetech is so freaking awesome, and I love that it's a little bit smaller as well. You can see the Tom Ford is much longer versus this one. This one you can get right into the mirror, get super close. It applied beautifully. Who just messaged me? This look is beautiful enough to wear without any liner, so you don't necessarily have to add this step, but because I am going to be putting on falsies and I want to hide the lash band a little bit, I am putting just a little bit of liner across my lid. And now, of course, Tom Ford. For mascara on the drugstore side, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Carbon Black Voluminous Mascara. We're just going to darken up those lashes a little bit and prep them for our falsies. I'm just going to put a little bit on the lower lashes as well. And on the high-end side, again, I'm going in with good old faithful. This is my Superhero Mascara from IT Cosmetics. While I wait for my mascara to dry, I will finish off the rest of my face, and I'm going to start with bronzer. I'm going to go in with my beautiful Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I'm going to use that on the drugstore side. This is actually one that I use all the time. I don't think I have pulled out another bronzer in a really long time. I just love the way this looks, and I love how it smells. And for the other side, I'm going to take a clean brush. I told you I was switching in between. And I'm going to use my Guerlain bronzer. This is one of their Terracotta bronzers. What I love about all Guerlain products is that they smell so good. I mean, they have more of a floral fragrance than the butter bronzer does. The butter bronzer just smells like suntan lotion in the beach. Let's move on to blush. On the drugstore side, I'm using this brand new shade from Essence Cosmetics. This is their Satin Touch Blush in the shade Satin Coral. On the high-end side, I am going in with my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush. This is in the shade Dim Infusion. I'm going to use this on the other side. For lashes today, I am going to be using the Vegas Nay Easy Elegance lashes. These are so easy to apply because the band is almost invisible. You can see them a little bit better right here, and they go on beautifully. Lashes are now on. I have two more things to do. One is to highlight, and then we're going to add a little bit of lipstick. To highlight on the drugstore side, I am using a new highlighter from Milani. This is in the shade 02 Candlelight, and I'm only going to be taking this light shade here and this more bronzy shade here. I'm going to swirl the two together on my brush, and I'm going to apply just a little bit on the tops of my cheekbones. And then on the high-end side, I'm going to be using my Becca highlighter in the shade Opal. Grab another brush. Holy crap, I keep forgetting how pigmented these are. The Milani one wasn't crazy pigmented, but it does have a really nice shimmer. So there we go. Cheeks are highlighted. Bam, bam. And finally, we are down to the last step. It is time for lipstick. On the high-end side, I'm going to be using this little mini from Bite Beauty. It is in the shade Honeycomb. And then for the drugstore side, I'm going to be using my Milani lipstick in Bahama Beige. I hope you had fun watching this video. I know I had a great time creating this look and also searching through all of my makeup for these crazy dupes. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Also, be sure to connect with me on all of my social media. I am on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. I am going to link everything for you in the description box below, along with all of the products that I have used today. I hope you are all having an incredible day no matter where you are in the world. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.